Sir.
I've been expecting you. My vision is cloudy. I've been expecting you.
Anything catch your eye?
Hi there. Hi there. Aw, thanks. Hi there.
Why are you informing me of this?
Just relaying orders, sir.
Where are the reinforcements from Lyriar now?
They were last sighted entering the Broomvow Mountains.
Select your nimblest soldiers and prepare for an ambush. This must be carried out in secret.
Yes, sir.
I still can't believe it.
It's too early to celebrate. After all, this is just the beginning.
Yes, yes, of course.
What of the matters I entrusted to you? Any news?
Everything is going just as you planned.
Give me a status report.
Ballastar and his troops were able to reclaim Hullisburg with haste, and are now en route to Seinsfeld.
The Imperial Army has reportedly stopped building rafts and started rushing to build a defensive camp in... If that's true, we have a chance.
Though the Empire rots and decays, Caspar is no laughing matter. He's chosen to avoid direct conflict until now, but trust, Caspar is the reason Ludovictus was able to conquer Artemisia. Have we found Caspar's reinforcements yet?
According to the latest report, they've just crested the Broomvow Mountains.
The Broomvow Mountains, you say?
The reinforcements could be right at Ballastar's tail and attack...
What do you think about sending our own reinforcements? Living as a commoner, I've had to hunt in order to feed myself. If there's anything I've learned from that, it's this. Wild beasts are dangerous, but desperate beasts coming to rescue their young can often be trapped very easily.
Are you suggesting we should raid their reinforcements with our own? A counter-ambush?
That makes sense. The enemy has no idea we even know of their reinforcements, so this is a good chance to strike.
I agree. Although it seems Castilian is a little short on commanders at the moment.
What if I lead?
You and Joanna are both incredibly bright. but I'm not sure you're ready for command on that scale. This is much different from the mercenary work that you two are used to.
I wonder... High Commander Isoro, might it be possible for you to lead the attack yourself?
Absolutely not. The role of High Commander is to look at the war as a whole and make calculated decisions for all of us.
Surely he can do that from the battlefield just as easily.
If Isoro were injured, we would lose control of our whole operation.
Lose control, you say? And yet the king is present in this very room! Are you questioning the capabilities of his majesty?
I apologize. I've spoken out of turn. I didn't realize the implications of my suggestion. Please, forget I said anything. Let us send word of the Imperial reinforcements to Commander Ballastar, and trust the matter to him.
Your man.
I sent someone to scout the enemy camp. There didn't seem to be much movement.
Have we received any messages from Castilian?
None yet.
Very well. We cannot give Caspar any more time to begin preparations.
How very appropriate of my nephew. You've only just returned, and now you want to go right back to the battlefield.
Uncle, when did you... What is the meaning of this?
I came to see my nephew's face. It's been so long, I'd almost forgotten what you look like. I kid. I've come to cut off the Imperial reinforcement.
This is news to me, Uncle.
As it should be. Our scouts have pinpointed their location. They're currently heading through the Broomvow Mountains.
Broomvow? You mean that range that goes across Florian Province?
That is correct.
Damn Imperials. They're sneaking up behind us.
Most likely, yes.
Then, sir, did you come here to intercept them yourself?
I did
High Commander, forgive me for asking, but do you intend to ride into battle?
No, Elias is right. This is unnecessary. Let me curb the reinforcements, Uncle. You can stay and lead from here.
My boy, it's a counter-ambush. It must be carried out with absolute secrecy. If you were to move, Caspar...
This is not an appropriate task for the High Commander.
Ah, you take after your father more and more with each passing day, lad. I see Amadeo in your face and in your convictions. We have no choice. If we don't take this risk, they'll crush us with sheer numbers. Besides, foiling Caspar's plans myself makes for a nice story. Leave this to me while you carry on preparations for the attack, as if I was never here at all.
Little wonder where my stubbornness comes from. Please, be careful.
I'm a bit nervous myself. It's been some time since I've ridden into battle. Let's have a drink on my return, eh? Watch.
Me? Oh, yes, sir.
You're certain of this?
Yes, sir. The leader of the force that just left Castilian is most definitely Isoro Fenice.
Thank you. Well done.
Couldn't this be a trap, sir?
Possibly. But we have little to lose from it. After all, I'm only risking a handful of soldiers. On the other hand, should we succeed, we'll claim the head of Benerio's High Commander. Send word to strengthen the main lines and prepare a small flanking squadron.
And so, High Commander Isoro, acting under the orders of King Abramo, entered into the fray. It was the first time in 10 years that the elder Fenice took the field without his nephew. If the plan was successful, they would annihilate the Imperial reinforcements in one fell swoop. With the concern of his allies at his back, the broken blade went forth into the Broomvow Mountains.
The news of High Commander Isaro's victory will most likely be delivered either late at night or early tomorrow morning. Once the reinforcements are dealt with, Caspar's main army will be isolated along the river. When that time comes, we can predict that Caspar will strike first. We should use the High Commander's surprise return to establish a strong defensive line.
Even after all these years, you really have no clue about who Ballastar is. He's not the type of person to sit and twiddle his thumbs.
The more time we give the enemy, the more unforeseen variables can arise. We attack as soon as we hear news of my uncle's victory. What are you two doing here?
Commander! High Commander Isoro! He's in danger!
I'm right behind you!
Gods! Gather your troops and follow the commander, now! Guillermo! Stay here and prepare to retreat.
Commander Ballastar! I know how you feel, but this is crazy! Look at the enemy! They're lined up and waiting for us! If we rush in headlong, we're putting everyone's lives in danger!
And not just here. Every moment you're occupied, Caspar is free to strike wherever he chooses.
You really are trying your hardest to stop me. Is that not what the Empire wants? To stay me from my uncle's side.
What? What are you...
I am in charge here, Eden. This isn't the time or place for debate. Cast those cowards aside and join me in the fray. The choice is yours.
Ballastar! Wait, what is that? Watch out! It's a surprise attack! Damn it! Everyone get ready! We need to break through their lines and follow Ballastar! Right!
Too high to climb.
You got it, Cap.
We need reinforcements! Raise the beacon!
Captain! There's something strange over there!
What is that? It's a beacon. If you don't shut it off quickly, the enemies around you will be joined by reinforcements.
We really stirred up a hornet's nest. There's no way around it. We have to get rid of that beacon first. Tomorrow's a new day! It's up to me. Phew. I know we're all tired, but there's no time to rest. Follow Ballastar's...
Just who do you think you are to be here right now? I asked how the cowards who fled their master in his moment of greatest need have the gall to stand at his grave.
Don't throw your grief at me. Right now, we need to focus on who leaked the operation. That was Isoro's final message.
Give me one good reason I should trust you.
How can you say that right now? We risked our lives to get word to you.
The only reason you two are alive is because I lack the evidence to hang you. If you value your lives, I suggest you get out of my sight.
Ballastar.
Not in his tent. Maybe the operations area? Do you happen to know where Ballastar is? I went to his tent, but it was empty.
You can't imagine what he's going through right now. Unless it's absolutely urgent. I suggest you give him a wide berth.
Fine. Then is there anything I can do to help? Seeing you two work so hard.
I think we've got things covered here. If you have nothing better to do, why not head to the field kitchen and fill your stomach? The way things are going, you'll need all the energy you can get.
Chelsea, did you eat yet?
Mind your own business.
I know you're upset. There's no reason you need to treat people like that. The Empire is strong enough. There's no sense fighting each other.
You don't get it. That man was like a father to us. You can't even comprehend what we're feeling right now. Nobody needs your sunny farm boy act right now. Just...
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sir, any information I can...
Thanks for...
Yeah? Yeah?
So...
Hi there.
Robin.
Hi there. Hi there. Aw, thanks. Hi there.
It is a most difficult time for all of us right now. We mourn the death of our beloved High Commander Isoro, the one man in whom we all placed our trust. But now more than ever, I know that he would want us to push forward. The finest way we can honor his legacy is to bring a swift end to this conflict, as quickly as possible.
Where is Caspar?
How dare you interrupt His Majesty the King!
It's fine. Tell him.
Caspar has recalled his troops to Illinois. Evidently, with Isoro dead, he believes we're not worth his time.
I have no interest in his thoughts. The only thing I care about is taking his life with my bare hands.
Surely you don't intend to pursue him behind enemy lines. I cannot approve of that. The Kingdom of Benario cannot afford to lose another Fenice. Not right now.
I wasn't asking your permission. I will be departing with my personal forces immediately.
Wait. You are too precious to us to lose. But I cannot stop you from doing what you feel you must. Take as many troops as you require. However, I offer them under the condition that you accept Cristobal as High Commander from here on out. It's not that I don't trust you, but to lose your uncle and then have to shoulder his burden.
Do as you wish, I don't care. All that matters to me is claiming Caspar's head.
We'll be on our way as well, Your Majesty.
How dare you! Wait just a minute!
As for you, I have something to suggest.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I would like you to head to the Imperial capital, Lyriar. At the moment, the majority of the Empire's fighting forces are with Caspar in Illinois. Centralizing their power makes them a formidable force, but it could also be their greatest downfall. With all their energy devoted to suppressing the rebels, the capital itself is all but defenseless.
Didn't you just offer Ballastar whatever support he needs?
I did, which is why I can only supply you with a small number of troops. Trying to take the capital single-handed? That's quite a gamble. But if we don't take risks, how can we hope to topple an empire?
Even so, it's dangerous. If we get caught between Caspar and the capital, we'll be completely isolated.
If you feel the risk is too great, I will not order you to go. Perhaps you could go with Commander Ballastar instead?
I'll see it done, Your Majesty.
Cap.
Good. I recommend you prepare as quickly as possible.
Brother, are you sure we can trust his word?
What do you mean?
That if you conquer the capital, the king will give it to you as a reward.
I doubt it. He was probably just saying that.
But still, if you're in charge of the whole city, that'd make you a lord, right?
At this point, I'd settle for just getting through this alive.
So why'd you agree to it then?
I know it's a risk. But as far as I'm concerned, taking orders from a guy blinded by his own bloodlust is way more dangerous. I'd rather trust us to do something impossible than deal with Ballastar for one more second. The only question is, how are we gonna get through his sets?
If we want to reach the capital, we'll have to cut through as quickly as possible.
Should we try to bypass it?
I've heard another rebel faction has just taken over the city. Supposedly, they're led by a man named Corral. They're likely still establishing their presence in the region. I imagine they'd be grateful if we simply passed them by.
There's another group kicking around that area too. Mercenaries, led by someone called Emile.
Ah.
Friend of yours?
I wouldn't say that. But in our circles, he's about as well known as Clara. Emil's people have a strong reputation. They're good at what they do, and they're not picky about who they do it for. We should keep an eye on them. The Empire might be our biggest concern, but you never know who will be fighting later. For now, it's probably best to avoid an altercation if we can.
Eden! Monsters are approaching from a nearby meadow!
Monsters? On flatlands like these? What kind?
I'm not sure. It's something I've never seen before.
Let's go find out. Wait, that's... An Aspida! Perfect! What better time for a new... Hey, does anybody know how to fight these things? The only advice I've ever heard is run.
Be wary of its long tail and venom. If enough of you are lined up in front of it, you will all be sent flying.
And you are?
Defeat this creature and I shall tell you. And be careful. These devils thrive in wet environments.
Right! I'm Eden. You have my gratitude for helping us back.
I am called Albrecht.
I've got some skills. How is it I've never...
Until recently, I've been studying magic.
Who's your master?
I don't doubt it. His name is...
Huh. Now there's one I haven't heard.
Who is that?
The Archmage of the Cornelian Spire, the center of all magical study, before the Emperor burned it to the ground.
The other mages called him a coward for it. After the Empire took over, he just up and... Where's he at now?
Sadly, he has departed from this world. That is why I've come out of hiding. To finish the work my master started.
And what kind of work was that?
Hi there. Hi there. Hi there.
Sure eye.
I've heard that arms and armor from Hassetts are top-notch. Do you happen to have any?
There's nothing that I can't get. However, there are certain things I'm unable.
And this...
Yes, unfortunately. I've got a few items, but they're currently on hold for another client.
Is there anything I can do to change your mind?
A good merchant never breaks an accord. If you can offer me something...
Something in... Alright.
Hey. So, how did...
Salma's got what we need, but it's spoken for. Unless we can find something...
Maybe an... What? We hunted some in Aspida recently. Why not offer her that?
What would she want with a carcass?
Did I say you should dump the whole thing on her? It's got rare parts. Let's harvest those.
I don't know. Anaspidas are rare.
Can't hurt to find out. Let's go talk to the blacksmith.
Sir.
Can you tell me more about your master's studies?
His research, simply put, was an inquiry into the source of magic itself.
The source of magic?
That's all I can tell you at the moment. But you and I will discuss this matter again.
Does that mean...
Yes. I will accompany you henceforth.
That's great and all, but...
I believe you are the key to something I've been searching for. Alas, I'm afraid I'm not prepared to elaborate just now.
He's saying you smell funny. Like I said when we first...
I've heard that Verno was not only the head of the Spire, he would have been a great asset to us.
Though I do not pretend to be his equal, I have studied in that area as well.
Oh, you studied it, huh? From hiding, you mean? You know there's a real war going on, right?
I have ascertained as much, yes. The Kingdom of Benario marches on Lyriar, correct?
How could you possibly...
Given that you've made camp, I don't believe you have any intentions of it. Judging from your force's direction and speed, the...
Ha! Well, that's good enough for me.
All right then. What's to think about? Welcome aboard.
Need something?
Welcome.
I want to process crafting materials from an anaspida. Is that possible?
What did you have in mind?
The scales.
The scales, huh? Well, they're pretty tough. I'm not sure my... I'll give it a try. Please, wait a moment. Here you are, sir.
Much appreciated.
Anything catch your eye? Ah, this is high-quality work. Most mercenaries would just drop a severed head in my lap and call it a day. You're much more savvy than I thought.
Whether it's business or battle, you've got to stay one step ahead to survive.
Your wit is wasted on war, boy. If you ever get tired of waging war, you ought to join me.
I appreciate the offer, but you'll have to wait in line. I'm a pretty hot commodity around here myself.
Say no more. Here you are. Genuine Hisset's-made equipment. Pleasure doing business.
How may I assist you?
Zarvaril, how's business?
Busy as always, but...
I was wondering if you've had any dealings with a soldier named Orlando. I'm trying to settle a bill for another merchant, but that name's not familiar to me.
One sec, I'll check my log. Hopefully they didn't give this merchant a fake name. That happens sometime.
A fake name, huh?
Hey.
Which one of you is Orlando? Because I've got a merchant who says he owes her a lot of money.
Oh, man. I don't know what I should do here.
Is it you?
No, sir. Orlando was my bunkmate. He bought all that stuff for us to celebrate after the battle in Eliche. I think he planned to pay it back eventually, but he's... not a...
Oh, no.
He was hurt pretty badly in Kjorzen. I was there with him. None of us have the money to cover that bill, sir.
No, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Was he a good soldier?
No, sir. But he was a good friend.
Need something?
Hey, need something?
We don't have the numbers to take Lyriar by force.
Is there any good way to go about it?
It's important that we minimize casualties. We're going to need a landslide victory.
Seriously? I could have told you that.
I mean, we need to stun them. A single, overwhelming triumph.
Well, I don't know if you've looked at the map recently, but there's more than one castle between here and Lyriar.
Francisco. Please.
This should be the first and last battle needed to secure our advance to the capital.
Kjorzen.
I do. The army led by Sir Cristobal must secure victory at the Battle of Linoy. I believe the Empire leans too heavily on Caspar. The Lords take his victories for granted. What do you suppose would happen if, in the very next instant...
They'd fold like a sack of wet oats.
And what if Cristobal doesn't win?
We'd have no choice but to retreat.
Hey, now you're speaking my language. Count me in, brother. And here I thought this guy was some stuffy little bookworm. He's as crazy as the rest of us!
If you like this plan, it makes me worried.
It's a good idea in theory, but taking the castle at Kjorzen will be no easy task. Lord Abelard is no pampered aristocrat. He's known throughout the Empire for his valor in battle. Even if we do secure victory, he may not... If that's the case, it will be difficult to sell the narrative that we conquered by storm.
A fair point. He did serve as the sword of House Seagulf, after all. Perhaps a letter from King Abramo would sway him to reason. In any case, appealing to Lord Abelard's vainglory will be the crux of our strategy. First, I suggest you hide most of our troops in the woods near Kjorzen. Meanwhile, the remainder will masquerade as the main force and make a frontal assault.
You want to bait them into an...
Aye. With any luck, the enemy will come out from behind their walls and make a countercharge. If our diversionary force feigns terror and retreats, Lord Abelard is bound to pursue. At that moment...
Understood. Let's move forward with this plan. Everyone, study these maneuvers and prepare for battle. This is our first step to taking Lyriar. Victory is our only choice. Careful now! We need to draw out as many of them as we can. Then we launch the real attack. Hold your positions until I give the signal. Now let's begin! I wish to speak to the Lord of Kjorzen.
So, the traitors finally arrived. I'll die before I treat with the likes of you. Open fire! Rip them to shreds!
Sheesh. Are they even aiming? This is a lot more archers than I expected. It can't be helped. Let's fall back for now.
The enemies are retreating! Ha! Look at them go! A bunch of mangy dogs turning... At long last, this is my chance out of this accursed backwater and back into the Emperor's... Open the gates and run them down! Don't let a single one escape!
Hold on. Doesn't attacking with such a small number of troops seem suspicious? We should proceed with caution.
What does some mewling priestess know of such things? Your task is to heal my wounds and remain silent. Nothing more.
Damn it. Didn't see this coming. They're giving chase!
Something's moving over there. Ambush! It's an ambush!
Damn! We've been caught!
Predictable dirty tactics from a low-born mongrel! Did you really think I'd fall for something so Target the troops in the center! We'll wipe out the...
Arrogant bastard. You haven't won yet. Spotting our ambush doesn't... The plan's changed, but the goal is the same. Just stay calm and fight. We'll defeat them here, then advance to the castle.
Sure thing, Cap.
Oh, gods! All the soldiers outside have been killed!
Do you think I can't see that?
My lord, you must pull back your remaining troops and defend this place!
Shut your mouth! When I want your advice, I'll ask for it! Bolster our defenses! We have nothing to fear from a band of thugs with a few cheap tricks!
We've annihilated the enemy forces! Now let's take that castle! Luck is on my side.
You may have notched a few victories, boy, but today you picked the wrong opponent!
Guess there's only one way to find...
Cocky little...
A priestess? Pardon me for saying, but aren't you a little out of your depth?
I may be inexperienced, but you're the one interrupting a battle to hold a conversation. Now listen to me. You must retreat!
Okay. I don't know what your story is, but you have my attention.
No, let me go!
I had a feeling there was more to Albrecht than meets the eye. But a victory like this, it's a good thing he already wants to stay. The enemy's been defeated! Storm the castle!
Just as Albrecht had predicted, Eden secured victory at Kjorzan. Elsewhere in Linoy, Ballastar's forces rampaged, his furious advance overwhelming even High Commander Caspar. In a series of relentless assaults, Caspar was driven steadily to his knees. With every victory, the Benarian army gained momentum, sweeping over the land like wildfire. Before long, word came from the front of a new development that shocked every soul in Benario, and none more so than Eden. Ballastar had beheaded Cristobal and seized his position as High Commander. The change in Ballastar's heart was nearly complete, and soon it would erupt forth to redefine the very nature of the war. If you're gonna kill me, you'd best do it before news of Caspar's victory arrives. Otherwise, you'll be too busy fleeing for your lives.
Oh, haven't you heard? Let him up.
What are you going on about?
High Commander Caspar was defeated and captured in the Battle of Linoy.
Hogwash! Caspar is the right hand of the Emperor himself, the man united a continent! You expect me to believe he was outwitted by a pack of lowly rebels? Huh?
We're not just rebels anymore. We're the army of Benario, fighting on behalf of King Abramo. We know where your loyalties lie very well. But I'm told you once served House Seagwolf. Is that correct? The very same Seagwolfs currently allied with the Kingdom of Benario. I have here a handwritten letter from King Abramo himself. Amnesty for surrender. You can die today, or you can keep your land and title. The choice is yours.
Very well.
And there was hardly any blood lost on our side.
Albrecht said we needed an overwhelming victory.
And then some. I have to admit, he's been a tremendous asset to our cause.
I know. I can hardly believe it. It's all going just like he said it would. So what do you think, Marshall? Do we have a chance?
Speaking for myself, the most dubious part of Albrecht...
What's with that serious look on your face?
Rumors about Ballastar are spreading.
You mean about him killing Cristobal and naming himself High Command?
That's only the beginning. I've heard other rumors. Whispers of whispers.
By our side? No way. I haven't heard anything like that.
I understand your skepticism. It's possible this is just Imperial propaganda. We certainly gave them ample ammunition. Whether or not those rumors are true, they're hurting Ballastar's reputation.
Which means a problem for us when...
I'll try to obtain more
Okay. I should share this with Albrecht. Have you seen him?
I ran into him at the Southern Guard post earlier. Quite the strange fellow. He was staring rather intently at the ground, as I recall.
The ground? Why?
You'd have to ask him.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, need something? 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 Thanks a bunch.
Hi there. Hi there. Aw, thanks.
Greetings.
Hi there.
I beg your pardon? Greetings. Greetings. Greetings.
Welcome. Welcome.
By the way, there have been some ugly rumors floating around about one of our allies.
What sort of rumor?
They say his troops have been slaughtering people in the countryside. But right now, it's just gossip. Nothing's been...
Even so, it's likely to affect us.
My thoughts exactly.
If I may, I would like to request a meeting with everyone tomorrow. I will give this matter.
Sounds like a plan.
Welcome back.
Hey, Sarah.
Whoa. What?
Normally with poultry, I'd make a soup or a roast. But with meat this heavy, I figured I'd try grilling it like a... Oh, I'm worried I might have over-peppered it. Here, first bite. But I haven't even tried it myself yet, so...
I'm sure it can't be that bad.
So... Aiden? Oh no, I knew it. I did add too much pepper.
Sarah, this is the best meal I've ever tasted in my life.
Wait, really?
Yes, really. Are you a goddess? Have I died and gone to meet heaven?
Okay, now you're scaring me.
Sorry, just... it's good. Really good. Do you mind if I take another? I have to share this with Rob.
Please, be my...
I'm not even gonna say anything. Just put this in your mouth and chew. So, what do you think?
I could die right now with no regrets. I love Robert's cooking, but this is something else.
It's a shame we can't just invite the Emperor to a feast. We'd have this war ended by dessert.
Did you eat yours yet?
Nah, I'm saving mine for the next battle.
What? But it'll be cold by then. Who does that?
What can I say? I have odd tastes.
Sorry, who are you?
Let's just say I'm an interest...
Okay, and why are you asking me?
I'm trying to get a sense for the mood in your camp.
I don't know what that means.
I was just wondering what your thoughts are on the incident. Do you feel at all guilty? How confident would you say you are in Eden's leadership?
What did you say?
I only meant...
Get the hell out of my... How's it going?
Everything okay over here? I saw you talking to Eden.
You mean that priestess lady who can't mind her own business?
Francisco. Snapping at people isn't like you.
I know, it's just...
She's considering joining us.
Well, she's got no right to...
You think we're above judgment after what...
Well, no, but... As far as I'm concerned, anybody who wasn't there... Especially not some new...
By that logic, a bunch of backwater...
Yeah, you... Still...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was asking myself the same thing after it happened.
So what made you decide to stay?
My friends, mostly. Eat. But more than that, I believe in what we're doing. Even if I don't always like the people we're doing it with.
And you're confident something like that won't happen again?
Honestly? No. That's why I have to be here. To make sure it doesn't. This world's gotta change. If I don't change it, who will?
I see.
Hi there.
I saw you talking to Edie earlier. What'd you think of her?
She's okay. A little naive, maybe.
Ha, that's funny, coming from you.
What's that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
You know, she kind of reminds me of Pavla.
Huh? How do you...
On the surface, she's a good person with strong principles. But underneath that... Oh, but underneath that, I think she's a good person again.
Thanks, Robin.
Greetings.
The news of Lord Abelard's surrender will spread quickly. Alas, we have a new problem.
You mean Ballastar?
They say his demeanor has completely changed, particularly in battle. Rumor has it his troops have been committing atrocities in the regions they've occupied. If that's true, support for the Benarian army will wither quickly, even if we take Lyriar.
I don't believe those rumors, but we can't just ignore this. Let's move ahead.
If we're pressed for time, there may be a way to advance our timetable with respect to Lyriar. By moving our camp here.
That's right between Alliant and Pameld.
Wouldn't that put us right in the middle of enemy lines? They could cut us off on both sides.
If they were thinking clearly, yes. But after Lord Abelard's surrender, I'm not certain they will be. On the contrary, I think it likely the enemy forces are feeling pressured and demoralized.
Not to mention their leaders. The Lords of Alliant and Pamel don't know where we'll hit next. I say we keep them guessing.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it. Everyone, prepare to move. Just how long do we have to wait here?
2 days. If my predictions are correct, we should see movement by then.
2 days.
You should savor it. This may be the last time we get to rest for a while.
Well, look on the bright side. If things don't go our way in Lyriar, we'll be resting for good. Any other changes?
No troop movements in Lindber, Alliant, or Pamel.
And the scouts say they brought minimal escort.
Good.
Eden, the Lords have arrived.
Bring them to me.
Presenting the Lords of Alliant, Lindber, and Pameld.
I am Eden, of the Benarian army. Please accept my apologies for meeting in such crude quarters. Leon, bring our guests something to drink.
Don't bother. We're not in the mood for tea and small talk. Let's just get to the point, shall we?
As you wish. The Empire is broken. It's time for change. All Benario wants from you is a peaceful surrender. Stand aside. Let us end this war and make things right again. Do that, and I swear in King Abramo's name, no harm will come to your families or your property.
We have our own qualms with the Empire. Benario has our support.
Thank you.
Tomorrow we will arrive at Ferta Gate, otherwise known as the Shield of the Empire.
Don't remind me. And from there, it's straight on to the capital.
Seems you have something on your mind. Devising some clever gambit to get us through Ferta, I take it?
Nope, just taking in the scenery.
You know, you have an odd strength about you, even when you play the fool. I always have been. Just stopped hiding it when I lost my job. You're right. It is a beautiful view. I don't feel quite so uneasy anymore.
You know you don't have to hide your feelings from me, right? Not that I'm accusing you of anything. We're getting close to the capital now. I imagine that must be strange for you.
A little. A part of me hoped that by the time we got here, I'd be too busy to reflect on it. I suppose that was foolish of me. I can't stop thinking about him.
I don't know what the next few days hold, but I know one thing. I'll be right there beside you the whole way.
Thank you.
When all this is over, what do you think you'll do next?
I'm not sure. To be honest, I'm still figuring that out.
Cap! Cap! There's a messenger from Lyriar!
You're saying we should trick the messenger?
Trying to take Ferta directly would be far too costly. I think it best to find another way.
If he's an envoy from Prime Minister Morin, he'll likely be quick on his feet.
Send me in there with a bottle of booze.
Not gonna happen. It would be nice to go in there with more than just words, though. We need some kind of leverage.
I just heard about the messenger. That bastard Morn trying to scare us? Let me at the little worm!
You know what? That's not a bad idea.
You... Wait. Seriously?
You're younger than I thought.
Young, dumb, and full of passionate zeal. I might even just walk into the capital tonight, help myself to the Emperor's head. On the other hand, us hot-headed young mercenaries also have our ambitions.
Exactly what are you implying?
I think you know perfectly well. Why don't we skip the games?
Prime Minister Morin is prepared to make you an offer. If you surrender in good faith now, you will be made High Commander of the Imperial Army.
Surrender? Who the hell do you think you are? You can go back and tell your boss... What?
Excuse my muscle.
Continue. You're being offered all the armies of the Empire, and you ask for more?
High Commander Eden. I don't know. We've already conquered Alliant, Limber, Pameld, Kjorzen. Tell you what, throw those in for me, and we've got a deal.
Brother, what are you saying?
What do you think? I'm saying, let's retire in luxury.
You can't be serious!
Aren't you sick of living from one fight to the next? Don't you want something to show for it? It's not like the Fenice see us as equals. As soon as they're done with us, it's right back to the gutter.
Can't believe what I'm hearing.
Wait. I see what you're doing. You're afraid I'm gonna cut you out. Is that it? Well, don't you worry, brother. I'll make sure there's a castle with your name on it.
No, this is wrong! This is betrayal!
You better watch who you're calling a traitor.
Well, if this isn't betrayal, then what is? Even on days when we were poor and hungry, we still had our honor.
All right, that's enough. Get him out of here. I said seize him! Matter of fact, take him out back and kill him. That's an order.
Eden!
Let's go! Sorry about that. Business matter. You know how it is.
A starved hound always bites its master first. Prime Minister Morin would have loved to see that. He loathes those who don't know their proper place.
So, do we have an agreement?
Tomorrow morning, you may proceed to Ferta Gate. From there, I will escort you to Lyriar. See that your affairs are in order this evening. The Prime Minister can tolerate many things. Tardiness isn't one of them.
You ought to join a mummer's troupe, kid. That was some fine acting.
I think he bought it.
Just what is going on?
You mean all that was just for show? A little warning might have been nice.
You know you guys aren't good at masquerades. If I'd told you, it wouldn't have worked. All right, bring Francisco back in here. I owe him a pardon. It's massive.
May I present Ferta Gate, the mighty shield against all who would oppose the Empire. Prior to the unification, the misguided royal houses of the Old Kingdoms banded together to form a great army. This is where their folly ended.
I can see why.
I'll enter first and relay the situation. After the gate opens, you may follow.
Francisco!
Can I stop hiding now?
Yeah, you're up.
If this is another prank, you and me are gonna have a talk about our friendship. The gate's opening!
Put our fastest troops up front. Break through before it closes. The time is now!
Sir, they're preparing to charge!
A feigned surrender. How pet and futile. This fortress is a holy shield that has stood 1,000 years.
Sir, the gates... We had to let the envoy...
They're what?
Sounds like we started quite the commotion. All right, everyone, there's our invitation. We've got one shot at this, so don't waste it. Let's rush those gates!
Set it aflame. Huh? We must play for time. Set fire to their path.
Yes, sir!
Damn it! Can't we ever catch a break?
In the past, I've seen records of Faerta's garrison forces conducting counter-raids. They can't have climbed down. There must be a sally port somewhere.
Right. The bigger the wall, the more holes it's got. Listen up! If a little fire was enough to stop us, we wouldn't even be here! Front gate, side door, whatever it takes! One way or another!
Damn! They're inside!
Get hold of yourselves. Drive them out at all. Impossible. Has the Empire's shield failed at last?
For the Empire's shield. Now let's go stab the... Give Morin a message for me. If you want to live, you know where to find us. Otherwise, start getting sized for a coffin.
Aw, what? After all that, we're just gonna let him go? We could at least send him back with some bruises.
What are you up to, Francisco?
My dagger's getting a little blunt. Figured I should get it looked at.
If you need a dagger, we've got plenty of others around here.
It's all right. I'd rather just fix the one I've got. This is one of the ones we all bought together, with the money from our first job.
Wait, you're still using that old thing?
Well, of course. After everything we've been through. Besides, it's a good knife.
Sorry to interrupt, but I don't think I'll be able to...
Huh?
The blade's pretty badly damaged, and the handle's worn down too. If I try to fix it as is, it'll just fall apart again the next time.
That bad?
I'm afraid so. If you really want to keep it, I'd have to replace both the blade and the handle.
But if you replace both of them...
Exactly. Any way you slice it, you need a new knife. I have a few extras laying around.
All right.
Chin up, Francis.
It's just... Now I have almost nothing left from Lynetta. I know it's silly, but kinda makes me sad, you know? Nah, whatever. Just means it's time to make some new memories. How's it going?
Hey, Robert. You wouldn't happen to have anything you brought from Lynetta, would you?
What do you mean?
Like some old weapons from our mercenary days or something.
Well, I'm not sure. After we joined up, I think we replaced most of them with proper military equipment. The stuff we were using before wasn't exactly the best quality. I replaced my weapon weeks ago.
Is that so?
Why do you ask?
Oh, well, Francisco's been using the same dagger for a while now. Apparently it's all worn out. He seemed kind of upset about it. I thought I could find him another like it.
Every time I think I have a handle on Francisco, he surprises me.
I know what you mean.
Well, maybe you should try asking Robin. I gave him a bow.
Yeah? All right.
Hi there.
Hey, Robin. Do you happen to still use the bow Robert gave you?
Oh, that? It's been kind of a while since I last used it. The string snapped. I tried to fix it, but it's just not the same. Ah well. It had a good life.
I see.
I'm using a new one now, but I can't bring myself to get rid of it. This was one of the first things Robert ever made me. It feels special. But what brings that up? If you're looking for a new bow, you should buy a nice new one. And get one for me, too!
Yeah. Don't get greedy.
Oh, man.
Hey.
Leon, do you remember the daggers we all...
Of course.
Do you still have yours, by...
Nope.
It broke.
Let's see here. Damn thing snapped off right. It's a miracle I made it out of it. Although I guess for how cheap it was.
Whatever.
What's going on?
Not me. Francisco.
He was still using that?
Right?
Good riddance. Weapons are just...
Huh. You're right. I should know better, but...
Hey, you know, after we win...
Yeah. I'll take it.
Splendid. Tell your friend I hope it brings him...
Oh, this isn't one of those situations where I'm...
Oh, of... Anything catch your eye?
I beg your pardon?
He said, if you wish to live, you know where to find us. Otherwise...
Impudent gutter rats! As if Caspar's failure wasn't irritating enough already. So be it then. The time to reveal my masterwork is upon us. Ah, useless wretch! Making me dirty my own hands. I send you to proffer terms, and you let the vermin through my gate. What's to be done with you?
Please, Lord Morin, please give me another chance.
You threaten the security of the Empire, and have the gall to ask for leniency?
What is... No, please, have mercy!
Now then, let us attend to the rats.
Impressive.
I get the sense he's not interested in talking.
They've already botched things once. He won't make the same mistake again.
Suits me just fine. We're not here to talk either.
The Empire really is rotten to the core. I can smell the decay from here. Ugh, makes me sick.
You trying to be poetic or something? I don't smell anything.
Don't listen to me. I just need a drink to cleanse the old palate.
Seriously? Now?
Sure, it's only the most important fight of our lives. Why not get 3 sheets to the wind?
Seriously, just say you want a drink. I guess old people get nervous before battles, too.
Ha! If that's the case, he's got the right idea. Hey, Sir Gilbert! Wait for me!
Guess we should have seen that one coming.
Albrecht?
I smell it as well. That rot. Or rather, I sense it. A sort of sinister aura.
Aura?
Whatever it is, it's coming from within the castle walls. I've never felt anything like it.
Morin's handiwork, no doubt. All the things he's done. It makes me ill. Eden? I will put an end to all this pain and suffering. Today.
Yeah. Let's finish this.
Ah, the infamous Eden, I take it.
In the flesh.
They tell me you come from humble beginnings. I must admit, I'm surprised you rejected my offer.
You're about to experience a lot of surprises.
Oh, you stupid, arrogant boy. Do you think I made that offer out of fear?
Yeah, I do.
Then you are even more foolish than you look. I just didn't want to get my hands dirty. I had hoped you Benarian dogs might tear one another to shreds and save us the trouble. Pity.
So you could have crushed us at any time, huh?
I see your ears aren't merely for decoration.
Go to hell. You're just a bitter old man waiting his turn to die.
Eden, a word of caution. He may seem underwhelming, but don't forget, Morin helped make the Empire what it is today. I don't know the extent of his tactical prowess, but I'll wager he's got a trick or two up his sleeve.
He doesn't look all that dangerous to me, but I'll keep that in mind.
Savor this battle, boy. It will be over before you know it. Now let us be...
Looks like I underestimated you, but we're not beaten yet!
I'm glad you're enjoying the festivities. Now it's time for the main course. Gustav, go and welcome our guest.
What is that smell? And that sound? I don't think this thing is even alive. Morin, what the hell have you done? Ugly thing! Just die already!
No! My masterpiece! No! Not this way. I refuse to meet my end in a place like this. I can't.
Just another old man who doesn't care about anything but his own life. Hurry! We can't let him escape! well. Now we can finally get a look at that pretty face of yours.
Before you act rashly, you should hear what I have to say. My offer still stands.
A schemer right to the end. It's kind of impressive.
I will admit I greatly underestimated you, but I can give you a far grander title than High Commander.
Can you now?
Of course. There is a mantle I alone can bestow upon you. Emperor.
Emperor? Me?
Who better? Look at how far you've come. Look at all you've accomplished. Think carefully now. Is Abramo Orsio so great a man to be owed your life on bent knee? Think of everything you could accomplish in his place. One word from me, and that power is yours.
And how's that work exactly? Last I checked, we already have an emperor.
His Majesty has vested full power in me, in the event of his absence by illness. My words carry the full force of the law. The Emperor hasn't named an heir. He's been waiting for a successor like you to perfect what he began.
Is that so? I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted.
Indeed. In that case, let us...
Fortunately, it's not up to me. Marshal, I believe I made you a promise. He's all yours.
It's been quite a while, Prime Minister. This would be the first time we've met since the appointment ceremony. When I became an Inquisitor.
An Inquisitor? But then why would...
I've been waiting for this moment for a long, long time. I've come here to avenge the honor of my younger brother, Adrian. Imperial law states that murder is a capital offense. Yet Adrian's murderer walks free to this day.
Ah, yes, I see now. Such an abhorrent crime must have but slipped my watch. I cannot imagine the heartbreak you've endured. Please, on behalf of the Empire, accept my humblest apology.
I don't want your apology. I want justice.
Yes, yes, of course. His murderer shall be hunted down at once. Will that alleviate your burden, my lady?
Yes. Yes, I think it just might. Prime Minister Morin, I sentence you to death.
What are you talking about? Wait, please. I'll give you riches beyond your wildest dreams. I'll give you anything.
Marshal, you don't have to do this by yourself. If I can, let me help you.
Come now, be reasonable. Please just tell me what you want. You said your brother was killed, yes? I can bring him back to life. I can grant you all eternal life. Wait, no! Ah! Oh! Oh!
Thank you.
Hey, old-timer. Looks like we won.
Seems...
Then...
I say, Dawn's here.
I know.
You better get... Artemisius had putting the whole world...
A moment.
Congratulations. By the way...
No surprise.
I take it you...
Yeah.
I think...
So... You finally got your revenge.
Now I just have to figure out what comes next.
I'd love for you to stay, of course. But if you want to leave, I won't stop you. I'll respect whatever choice you...
Once I might have said when all this was over, I intended for my life to return to normal. Now I can scarcely remember what normal was. And when I think about my future, for some reason, your face always springs to mind. I keep thinking, if I were lost in the wilderness, who would I trust to guide me? And the answer is you.
Marshall.
If it's all right, if I can be of use, I would journey with you a while longer.
I like that too.
Then let's get to work, shall we?
How's it going? Who would have thought we'd ever set foot in a place like this?
And I thought Castilian was impressive. You really think anyone would trust us to run a place like this?
I assume a king would keep his word. For now, we should report back and see...
So is this really it? No more...
Nah. The Empire will have holdouts for years. There's always gonna be...
Right. They may be small compared to today, but we've definitely got a few more battles in our future.
Hey, if we could pull off something like this, anything else ought to be easy. Anytime you need me to bust some heads, just say the word.
That's the spirit. Who knows? Maybe we'll build our next hideout.
Man, when we first left Lanetta, I was terrified. I still...
That makes two.
Are all of us?
Yeah, I think the whole... And just as... You should say a word or two.
Sure.
And then we...
Now that's...
Hey, need something?
The tyranny of the Empire is over. Today was a major victory, and we earned it. Never forget the lives that we've lost. Their sacrifices are what got us here. Let's toast to those who went on ahead, and celebrate the victory they gave us. And when I say celebrate, I mean it. Eat and drink to your heart. And tomorrow, Lyriar is no longer the... I hope you'll all join me on the... Well done, everyone! You're all here early.
Please, join us.
Did you sleep well, Cap?
Sort of. I've gotten so used to nights on the battlefield. Sleeping in a real bed hurts my back.
Then do I have good news for you?
Has something happened?
Ballistar's just around the corner. Once his forces pass Lampricars, won't take them long to reach us.
One way or another, when Ballistar arrives, things are going to get loud in a hurry. Speaking of which, is Lyriar usually this quiet?
Not at all. This is the first I've ever seen it like this.
Even the animals are hiding. You'd think the place was abandoned.
Seems like the whole city is holding its breath. Makes sense, though. Nobody here knows you from a hole in the ground. Only natural they'd be afraid.
I guess you're right.
We need to circulate word among the populace that we intend them no harm. That's the only way we'll get the city running again.
In that case... let's all head to the tavern.
What?
We've got to win the people's trust, right? What better way than face-to-face?
Well, sounds good to me.
Please. You're the last one these people need bothering them right now.
Nah, what do you know? People love me.
All right, crew. Inns, markets, street corners, anywhere people gather. Let's spread the word. Lyriar's under new management.
This was a good idea. The city seems to be returning to life.
You know what they say. Never drink with mercenaries. We tend to grow on people. I'm glad we can put the people of Lyriar at ease.
Do you have a moment? I have something I wish to speak with you about.
Sure, go ahead.
I've been searching for more information on the power we discussed before. I believe there is much to learn here.
That's good news, right?
Possibly. It appears that Emperor Ludovictus was aware of this power as well. There are traces here of research not unlike my own. I'll need to do some more digging, but with luck, I believe we may soon be able to harness the power within you.
Take your time. We can talk when you know more.
Hey, Eden. There's a messenger from Ballastar.
On my way.
I apologize. I just sent him away. The message was that Ballastar is approaching the capital. We're to open the gates upon his arrival. But before it comes to that, there's something you need to know.
What's that?
The rumors regarding his troops have not subsided. I've heard they're torching villages now. They say Ballastar himself is leading the massacres, and that he's come into possession of strange new powers.
Albrecht mentioned something like that earlier. But this all sounds a little far-fetched. It's just wartime gossip. Scared people getting each other worked up. Like how folks around here were.
I sincerely hope that's the case. However...
Whether the rumors are true or not, adding an army to our present situation bodes ill. Lyriar is still recovering from recent events. In a situation like this, Ballastar and his forces can only add to the disarray.
That's true enough. But Ballastar and his troops are also still part of the Benarian army. Aside from these rumors, we don't have much solid pretense to tell them they can't come in.
I might have an idea.
I'm listening.
There's a village not far from here by the name of Viadel. It's an old ranching town, and the trade roads between here and there are well kept.
How do you know all this?
Well, they make a barley wine I'm a fan of. Anyway, why not meet with Ballastar there?
It's not a bad idea, but it still feels like it sends a certain message, keeping them out.
Well, all you have to do is throw 'em a grand banquet in Viadel. We bring 'em good food and supplies, respectfully explain the situation, and nobody's ego gets bruised.
That's a great idea. If we throw them a feast, we can say we're celebrating both Ballastar's arrival and our victory here.
I don't know. This whole situation's giving me that prickly feeling.
Who could turn down free food and drinks? I'm all in. It's about time we have some fun around here.
A banquet, huh? All right, let's start preparing and do this right. This should be enough for Ballastar's troops, right?
So long as they don't request anything else.
I hope this goes well.
There are certainly enough ways it could go wrong.
Don't worry too much about it. It'll just be a celebration of the Benarian army's victories.
You're right. Let's try to enjoy ourselves.
Cap! Ballastar's army has arrived.
The time has come. Let us see whether Eden is still a friend,
or has become Abramo's lapdog.
Well, they did bring us to Viadel.
Lyriar would have been better. On the other hand, they've thrown a banquet.
It's polite, but it's drawing a line.
Ask me. They don't want us in the city. Something about it smells fishy.
We can't be sure of anything. Let's not rush to judgment.
Well, how long should we wait? They're already acting like they own the place. If that isn't proof enough, I don't know what is.
Please, come on in. We've been expecting you.
Excuse us, we've had a long journey, and High Commander Ballastar is feeling especially weary.
Yes, of course.
It's been a while, Ballastar. It's good to see you again.
Likewise.
Congratulations on your victory at Linoy. It's an honor to celebrate Benario's victories like this. Gods know we all worked hard enough to get here. We brought plenty of food and drink, so please, make yourselves comfortable. Now, enough formal stuff, huh? Let's eat!
So, I hear you've taken ownership of Lyriar.
Well, King Abramo did promise me a reward beyond my wildest dreams. Bit much, if you ask me. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with a whole city.
I should apologize. I underestimated you.
Lady Marshall, there was something off about Ballastar and his troops.
How so?
They're still standing. And for an army of weary soldiers, they aren't acting very hungry.
I had no idea the reward you were seeking was the Imperial capital itself.
To be honest, I'm still kind of processing it. What?
I asked, is that why you and Abramo put your scheming heads together to assassinate Isoro Fenice?
What the hell are you?
Save your excuses. Caspar has already confessed to everything. Admit it. You've been scheming with a little worm since the very start.
Are you out of your mind? What makes you think me, of all people, would want Isoro dead?
The very land we're standing on. Fine ending for a man of humble beginnings.
Now, hang on a minute. There's been some kind of misunderstanding here.
Oh, aye. Misunderstandings aplenty. For instance, I can't understand why it's me begging hospitality from you.
What the hell's gotten into your head? I didn't cut a deal with Abramo, you stubborn ass! The man ordered me to come here! I had no choice!
Following orders is always a
That's...
I shouldn't be surprised. You're making all the same excuses as the other mercenary.
Other mercen... Wait... You mean Clara?
Enough of this.
What the hell? Cap! Brother! You're so far off the path, I don't even know where to begin. Don't do this, Ballastar. I'm begging you.
Pathetic.
The time is now. We must flee!
What are you?
Eden, now!
I used to think you were a pretty decent guy, but to think you'd kill the High Commander...
That's bullshit! Isoro was like a father to me! I wouldn't do anything like that!
Lying right to the end. I would have sent you off painlessly. But if you're not willing to come clean...
Gods!
There's no point in trying to talk any further. The fact that they've already surrounded us means that they intended to kill us from the...
How the hell did things end up like this? I can't make sense of it!
The only thing you need to concern yourself with is getting out of this place!
Alright. It's gonna be chaos when this is over. But for now, let's just focus on getting out of here. Everyone! They're prepared to slaughter each and every one of us! If you want to live, pick up your sword and fight for your life!
Charge!
It chased us all the way here? Don't let them catch you! We're gonna get out of here somehow!
These are the traitors who led Isoro to his death. Hunt them down and give no quarter.
How many of these guys are there?
It seems they have every intention of killing us!
We have to break through their lines now! There's no time for hesitation!
That's far enough, Eden. Did you think I'd let you escape so easy?
Ballastar!
I'll start with you. And then I'll kill the rest of my uncle.
Damn it! Words aren't getting through to him. We don't have time to deal with Ballastar! If you don't want to die... All right!
Was there some hidden variable?
Coming right up.
This isn't the end. Get up! Don't worry about me. I just need a second. Damn! Brother, get out of here!
Out of the way!
Leon!
You can't pass. I won't let you.
Leon.
You needn't bother shedding tears. You'll join them soon enough.
What the hell? Celestine, I trusted you.
I wonder, will you and I share the same fate?
Need something?
There's nothing I can say that'll make this any easier. I've seen loss too. And I know some deaths hit harder. Just remember the lives of those that remain. These are your people. Now's the time to talk to them. Might help.
Thank you. For all your advice.
Don't fall apart, kid. Folks around here need you, and I'm one of them.
Welcome. I hope you know, we're only alive because of you.
I should have dealt with him soon.
Seeing Ballastar, he had an aura like yours. Judging by the sheer force of it, I suspect Ballastar's power comes from another ancient entity, Asguasa.
If I were to harness this power, would I be strong enough to beat him? Then please, I'm begging you.
Of course. We'll investigate the matter, together. I'm confident we can find a way to use this power.
Thank you.
Yes? Eden.
No. Every time I close my eyes.
Just leave everything to me. You go on and rest.
Thank you.
Hello. Eden.
You all trusted me. Now look where we are.
Please don't say that. I know it feels like no one can possibly understand what you're... But please remember, you're not alone. For whatever comes, we're all here by your side. Ready... I just wish...
Sarah, you've done enough. Thank you.
Eden. I've spoken with the others about our next step, but we need you to reach a final decision. I think it would be best if we got everyone together. If you're feeling up to it, will you join us? We can't do this without you.
We can't keep running like this forever.
We don't have the numbers to face them head on. We've suffered enough losses all. If only we had somewhere to hide and get our
A place to hide, you say? What about Liviu province?
What are we, criminals? That place is a wasteland.
One needn't be a criminal to reside in Liviu. Only desperate and lacking for better option.
When you put it like that, I guess you're not far off.
Albrecht is right. For now, it's our best hope. The Empire's barely spared a thought toward Liviu province in 20 years. And since the Emperor's disappearance, they've spared even less.
What's to stop Ballastar's people from tracking us?
There's only one road in. The Selvati Path. It's a mountain road. Barely even that. Oh, it's dangerous enough for a cart and a mule, let alone an army.
Much of Liviu is composed of such rugged terrain. It will not be easy to find us there.
So, what do we do, Cap?
Eden.
Brother? Let's go. No matter what it takes, we're going to survive and avenge him.
Though the Empire was gone, the chaos only grew, a monster that could not be sated. And Ballastar was its beating heart. Soon, word began to spread that he had executed Abramo Orcio and declared himself king. He became a ruthless tyrant, staining the continent with blood. All of Artemisia held its breath as his fury swept the land. Meanwhile, Eden and his party sought refuge at Faunacht in the abandoned province of Liviu. It was a world beyond the map's edge, abandoned by kings, teeming with monsters, criminals, and those with nowhere else to turn. Eden purged the countryside of monsters, offered amnesty to criminals, and brought purpose to those with none. Slowly and steadily, his forces regrouped, rebuilt, and established a new base of power. From these disparate tatters, a new army began to take shape. Yet still, the young commander was not satisfied. Having once served beneath the banner of Isoro Fenice, Eden saw only shortcomings at every turn. To defeat Ballastar with even a perfect army would be an arduous task. With anything less, the challenge seemed impossible. Nonetheless, his desire for vengeance blazed like lightning inside him. And so, he bided his time until, as it so often does, opportunity arose unexpectedly.
Can we take a break yet? I'm exhausted. We've been at it for 5 hours. Hey, get up! The High Commander is coming!
Seeing how you still have the energy to chat, I guess you haven't had enough training?
No, ma'am!
Then get back to it.
Relax. They'll collapse if you keep riding them that hard.
You want an army that can match up. This is what it takes.
I won't have any army if they all desert. Ease up.
Ease up. We should be marching now. Or would you like to waste another year fighting monsters in the middle of nowhere? How long are you gonna stay out here playing King of the Woods and pretending nothing happened?
Is that what you think I'm doing? I haven't forgotten why we're here. Have you?
How could I forget? He gave me such a friendly reminder. The thought of killing that bastard. It's the only thing still keeping me going.
I understand why you're frustrated. He took something from you that you can't get back. He took from me, too. But we both know the type of person he is. Stubborn. One of these days, he'll slip up and give us an opening. All we have...
What if it's up to us to make that opening?
Clara, I gave you command over this army, even when others told me not to. I trust you to do the job when the time comes. So trust me to judge when that time is.
Eden, we've got monsters! Weapons aren't the only thing that... Just remember, there's a limit to how long we can keep an army out here.
Andrea, prepare your soldiers. We're going hunting.